Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I hope you guys are feeling well and blessed. Looks like we do have an update. Keon King has finally been charged with homicide for Kada Scott's murder. All right, we are got court documents being revealed with the text messages with Keon King before her disappearance. Do me a favor, go ahead, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification bell so that you guys are notified each and every time I bring you these videos. Let's get right on into it.
23-year-old Kada Scott, a medical examiner today officially ruling her manner of death as a homicide. It comes just 18 days after she disappeared, and tonight we're learning more about what led police to their suspect, Keon King.
The district attorney charging the 21-year-old with murder and other charges following the ME's ruling. Kada Scott disappeared the night of October 4th. Her remains were found just 2 weeks later at the former Ada Lewis Middle School in Germantown. More now on the list of charges that King is facing, including robbery and abuse of a corpse. Our Steve Keeley is live tonight for us. And Steve, we now know that Kada and King were texting with each other.
Well, legal filings in the case reveal the evidence that police obtained to make their case for murder against Keon King, and also show how he tried to cover it up and got help after. At 10:07 a.m. on the morning of October 4th, 12 hours before she was last seen, Kada Scott texted, "Kidnap me again," to her accused killer, Keon King, followed by plans to meet later that night, the affidavit of probable cause states, supporting homicide, abuse of corpse, and conspiracy charges, among 11 more crimes filed against King. Detectives don't know yet what Kada possibly meant with that "kidnap me again" text, whether she had been taken before by him or if her text was her just joking around to help her skip work that turned into awful, deadly irony. Also in the court filing, video evidence King had help taking Kada Scott's body from a stolen car and burying her in the shallow grave behind the long-vacated Philadelphia public school, supporting the conspiracy charges. Detectives believe King killed Kada Scott within the hour she got into his car where she worked, and her body was left in that car for a full day after. The next night, Sunday, October 5th, the affidavit states, video shows King returned to the lot he parked that car in with Kada's body, but wasn't alone. Arriving in the gold Toyota Camry police recovered last week, video from the nearby Philadelphia Rec Center surveillance camera shows two individuals on foot approached the suspect vehicle after waiting 4.5 hours until 3:56 a.m. One motions toward the gold Camry they came in, and it drives out of the parking lot, indicating a third person involved. King and the other person with him then go back to the Hyundai Accent, remove a heavy object consistent with a human body, and carry that object to the playground in the direction of where the human remains were recovered. The Hyundai is later seen driving out of the parking lot, and it was later found set on fire and completely burned. The affidavit states the sequence of King's phone radio tower transmission measurements, coupled with video evidence from the Albury Rec Center, supports that King is present for and participates in all the crimes outlined in this affidavit. Now, while King is charged with 3 different gun crimes in these latest 11 charges today, the medical examiner's office here did not say yet how Kada was killed, just for now ruling her death a homicide. And detectives who share their police headquarters with the medical examiner's office here in the same building are nowhere near finished, they told me. They're working to now identify King's co-conspirators, those with him in those 2 cars used, one who helped put Kada in that shallow grave, and perhaps Sheba and Jason, the one who tipped off police to go back to where they had searched prior, but knew where police needed to go exactly, pinpointing those detectives Saturday to where Kada's body was buried in that shallow grave. So they're still working to get those others.
Yeah, that theory makes sense, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, this is crazy. So they're saying that Kada Scott sent Keon King a text message saying to kidnap her again. All right, so the briefing. Keon King faces homicide charges for the murder of Kada Scott. Court documents reveal text messages between King and Scott before her disappearance. Police are investigating possible accomplices with an S in the case. So text messages. Court documents reveal text messages between Scott and King from September 28th till October 4th, the day she disappeared. On October 4th at 10:07 p.m., the affidavit of probable cause says Scott allegedly texted King, "Kidnap me again," to which King replied, "Better be up to it," followed by plans to meet later that night. Documents reveal their last text exchanged at 10:09 p.m. and said, "CM, when you're here." I guess that means call me. Dig deeper. According to the affidavit, on October 5th, Kada Scott's mother reported her missing to police. One of Kada's co-workers from the terrace at Chestnut Hill said she had last seen Kada outside the job at around 10 p.m. The co-worker said Scott appeared to be upset and was overheard saying, "I can't believe you're calling me out about this," and she cursed. Court documents say that's when Scott walked toward a dark colored SUV that was parked outside and left immediately after. The affidavit of probable cause outlines charges against King, including homicide, abuse of a corpse, and conspiracy. Detectives believe Scott was killed shortly after getting into a car with King, and her body was left in the vehicle for a day. Details from the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office say the car, a black Hyundai Accent linked to King, was parked near the site where Scott's body was found and later set on fire elsewhere. Surveillance footage from October 5th shows two people removing a heavy object consistent with a human body from the car to a shallow grave behind the vacant school. Surveillance footage shows indicates a third person might have been involved as a gold Toyota Camry was seen leaving the scene. Keon King Charged on Wednesday, the Philadelphia medical examiner ruled that the cause of death for Kada Scott is homicide. Following the cause of death ruling, the Philadelphia DAO approved a new series of charges against King. In all, King has been charged with murder, kidnapping, false imprisonment, stalking, arson, causing catastrophe, conspiracy, unauthorized use of an automobile, tampering with evidence, recklessness, endangering another person, and receiving stolen property in relation to Scott's disappearance. What's next? Police are actively investigating but not have announced an additional arrest as of yet. Police have not confirmed the identities of potential accomplices or announced further arrests. A motive for the kidnapping and murder is unknown at this time. Oh my God, this is shocking news. So something happened, and I'm thinking that maybe it had to do with that date that she went on, and he accused her of something. It seems like from September 29th up until October 4th, Kada was
Need to
actually
open the door to more home buyers?
with
Hyper
actually
Target.
Keon, and whatever occurred before her going to work might have triggered a situation that happened between the two. I'm going to see what comes up on this. We'll listen to it, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get this uploaded for you guys immediately.
Breaking developments in the case of Kada Scott, the Philadelphia.
It sounds like it's going to be the same things, guys. So if it is, I'm just going to cut it, and then we're going to go ahead and move forward with getting the information out. This is sort of like really, really weird.
The medical examiner just ruling her death a homicide. And we now have the court paperwork after murder charges were approved for Keon King. He's the same man charged in her kidnapping. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Sheba Russell. A motive is still not known as the investigation nears a third week now. We want to get straight out to our Kelly Rule. Kelly, a lot of new information since we last checked in with you at 5.
Yes, Sheba, a lot of new details coming into the newsroom. Again, we can tell you that the district attorney's office officially announced homicide charges against 21-year-old Keon King. That is for the murder of 23-year-old Kada Scott. He's now also facing nearly a dozen other new charges. And again, he was already in custody on charges connected to Kada's disappearance. And as you mentioned, we obtained court documents that reveal new details about the case, including text messages between 23-year-old Kada Scott and 21-year-old Keon Keon King, who again is now charged with Kada's murder. Documents say Kada and King communicated between September 28th and October 4th, which is the day she disappeared. And on October 4th at 10:07 p.m., Kada allegedly text messaged King saying, quote, "Kidnap me again," to which King replied, quote, "Better be up too," followed by plans to meet later that night. The last text exchange between the two at 10:09 p.m. read, "CM when you're here." Documents also state that night, again, the last night Kada was seen alive, a coworker of Kada's at the terrace at Chestnut Hill, where Kada was last seen, reported to police that Kada was on the phone around 10 outside the building and appeared upset, and was overheard saying, quote, "I can't believe you're calling me about this," followed by an expletive. Now, that eyewitness told police Kada got into a dark-colored SUV parked outside that immediately drove off. Documents also revealed new details about what was captured on Albury Recreation Center cameras, which is right next to the former Ada Lewis Middle School where Kada's body was found. We know from the district attorney's office that a black Hyundai Accent was parked in the lot for days and later set on fire in a different location, and they tied that vehicle to Keon King. They also said a gold Toyota Camry was in the lot the same time the Hyundai Accent was. Documents now say 2 people can be seen on camera approaching that black Hyundai Accent on October 5th, the day after Kada disappeared, around 11:30 at night. And documents say they could be seen removing a heavy object consistent with the human body towards the general area where Kada's body was later found. That means investigators could be looking for at least 2 others that might have helped King move her body. Now, again, police have not announced any additional arrests, but have said their investigation is active and ongoing. Sheba.
All right.
Oh my God, y'all. I'm gonna be serious. His attorney may try to say she asked him to do it. All right, guys. I love you guys. Do me a favor. Remember, thumbs up the video. Share this video as much as you can for me. Make sure if you're not subscribed to this channel yet that you get subscribed. I really appreciate all the love. Thanks so much. I love you guys. Mwah. See you soon.